Hi guys, it's Music Beauty Life here to show you an updated foundation routine. I've been doing things a little bit differently lately and I want to show you how I'm doing it because a lot of these products are easily accessible from just a drugstore, and I've been doing it by choice. I've really wanted to be using this type of routine. I really like the way that it works on my skin. So I'm just going to start with that today. So I've just pinned my hair out of my face so that it's not in the way, and I'm going to start with my moisturizer. Right now I'm using the 40 Carats Retinol Rich Skincare, the Moisture Splurge. I really like this. It has a really lovely tropical smell too, so it's kind of nice for summer. So I'm just starting with just a regular face lotion. Whatever one you use would be fine. And I do change this up quite often, the lotion. So sometimes I use that. Sometimes I use the Vitazing, especially when I'm doing my makeup in the car. I'll just bring the Vitazing and then conceal everything else because it's just a bit easier. And then, as you know, I also like my Soap and Glory Bright Here Bright Now. So I do change it up. Oh, and of course I use my Oilatum sometimes. So it really just depends what mood I'm in and how my skin is that day. So once I do that, I move right into the Photo Finish Luminizing. And because, I'm starting to get a little bit of color from summer, I feel a little bit more comfortable using this one. So now I'm just applying that. This is a primer, but it does have some beautiful shimmer in it, so I don't have to mix any sort of shimmer or highlighter into my foundation. So this just slides right on. So you can see already the light deflectors start to work a little bit. It's really nice. And next, you can see that I have some acne spots, so I'm going to be using the Anti-Blemish Solutions Clearing Concealer. This is actually a green concealer. I'm just going to take a little bit of that. It's a Clinique product. I just started using it recently. And I just take it on sort of double bristle brush like this, the Duo Fiber, and this is the C430 by Coastal Scents. And I just kind of apply that to the brush. And then I sort of find any redness and blemishes I have. And apply it to the basic areas. So apply a little bit more. You could also use, if you were looking for a drugstore product, you could definitely use the Physicians Formula green concealer, the light green concealer. That works just as well. But this one, is supposed to have like clearing benefits. Like it sort of has medicine in it to clear the acne away. So that's kind of a nice little feature. So we're just using that to help eliminate some of the redness. I've actually given up on solving this problem myself, and I am going to be going to a dermatologist very soon to get my skin ironed out because it's just in such a state that, I've never seen it before. I am 28 years old and I've never had so much acne in my life, and all of a sudden I'm having a lot of acne, so I'm going to go see a professional about it. Next I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Studio Secrets. This is the Magic Perfecting Base. I actually don't mind that this is very thick and to use all over my face, but I recently watched a video by Forever Yours 0727, Kaylee, one of my favorite YouTube people on here, and she said that she just uses it on her under eyes, and so I've been trying that, and I actually quite like that. So just going to take a touch of that on this e.l.f. angled contour brush, and then I just kind of blend it in on my hand and then just get it right into the under eye area as a nice smooth base. Just like that. And now I'm going to use my Olay Olay CoverGirl Simply Ageless Eye Concealer in 215 on that same e.l.f. brush. I really love the way this works as a concealer. I actually use it all over my face, not just in the under eye area, but I find that it's a really, really great concealer. I'm really loving it. I haven't used the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer, but I hear that it's really, really good. So I'm kind of wanting to try that, but now that I'm back in Greece, that may be a little bit difficult. This contour brush is just the right consistency for concealing. I really like it. The nice flat top kind of helps everything blend in really nicely. Just buffs it right into your skin. It's really nice. The other cool thing about this concealer is it kind of has like a cooling effect to the skin. It kind of feels quite cool and comfortable when you pop it on your skin. So that's kind of nice. And I always do the tip of my nose with concealer because I find that I do have a lot of redness, probably from allergies, like having to blow my nose and all that. So I do get quite a bit of redness around that area. You can see with just like the slightest touch of concealer, you really just suddenly get a nice amount of coverage, especially with this brush. It just gives a nice smooth coverage, so I really like that. Just going to go back over these areas a touch. So there we have our concealed face, and next I'm just going to be smoothing on some of my CoverGirl Color Stay Foundation in medium beige. So I'm just going to pop that on the back of my hand. And first I'm going to take my brush and spritz it with some Studio Fix. Spritz my face with some Studio Fix as well. Just let it sort of absorb for a few seconds. And then I'm just going to work the product into my brush and then work the product into my face, starting with the areas that are the most uneven post-concealer. So you can see I've got a little bit of unevenness around the mouth. So I'm going to start where I'm the most uneven so that I can work those problem areas out. Blend it down into the chin. And then I'm just going to apply a touch more. This foundation would be perfect if it had a pump. It really needs a pump, but I don't think they're going to be changing that anytime soon. You really want to stipple over the areas. I mean, this is a stippling brush, but you really want to stipple over the areas that you've applied concealer, especially because you don't want to just like wipe off the concealer with your brush. That would kind of defeat the purpose. So there you can see I have a fully made face now, and now I just want to kind of brighten the under eye area a touch. So I'm just going to apply a touch of the Smashbox HD Concealer in Fair, which is a really light shade, but just under my eyes to get a very brightened under eye effect. And I'm just going to do that with my finger here very gently. Really want to pat it out in the corner and make sure that it gets nice and kind of diffused. You don't want like a big chunk of brightness. Just like that. Then I'm just going to take whatever concealer's left on my finger and kind of touch up my lids and my brow bone. I can feel I have a little bit of hair there. And now you just want to look to make sure there isn't any thick, heavier application areas. Sometimes around my nose where I have dryness, it appears like it's been applied a little bit heavier. Today it's okay though. And also make sure that that concealer under your eyes is really well blended. So that is the basic foundation look, and from this point you could apply some powder. In the summer, it's a great idea to get a powder that has SPF in it. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Wear Powder. It's SPF 50, but I'm actually not going to use it today. I'm just going to use my regular Studio Fix, and this is an NC 35. And I'm just going to, you know, powder the areas that need a touch of coverage, because this is a full coverage powder. This is going to really make the base very melt proof. And to get right into the corner of your eye, you can take even the same contour brush if you like, or you could have a double, and just really get the powder right into that eye area so that your concealer really stays put. Buff a little bit around the nose. You could also do this with the sponge that comes with the Studio Fix, or with a foundation brush even works really well with Studio Fix. Something like this, the MAC 190, works really well, although right now that's got green primer on it. And then I'm just going to take the sponge that comes with the Studio Fix and kind of blend everything to get a nice flawless base. And then I would once again spritz with a little bit of with Fix Plus. And then I would just kind of let my face absorb this, and I'll show you how it looks as soon as my face absorbs this. So this is the final look of just the foundation, and if you're interested in seeing the contouring and the rest of my foundation routine, click here for the contouring basics video.